video, we are going to solve the second question that we have here. Write a code to ask the user to enter their name and age. Print the output in the below format. Okay, so if you look at the format here, the first two, enter your name and enter your age, are not print statements. They are basically asking the user to enter a value. So these are from the input statements. And the next two lines are actually the output statements or the print statements that we should be coming up with. So if we break down the question, write a code to ask the user to enter their name and age. So that means ask the user itself means that you're going to have a input statement. So let's start with name equal to input, enter your name. So whatever we put within quotation mark is what you're going to see here when you're asking the user to input something. So first input is the name and the second one is the age. So I'm going to store it in a variable called age, same input, enter your age. All right, so we have our two input statements here, but always remember in Python 3, your input statements, the data types of the inputs are going to be strings, immaterial of whatever the user inputs. So if you're looking for specifically numerical values, then you can add in an int or float according to the type of data that you're looking at. Since age is going to be only integers for our question, I'm going to take it as int input. So what this does is this int basically converts whatever input the user gives into an integer value. So for example, if the user inputs 24 and I use int, then this 24 can be used for any mathematical operations, numerical operations that we want. If I don't put this int, then we cannot use the 24 for any numerical operation because it will be a string. All right. So name and age, we've got the two inputs. Now we want to focus on the print statements. So these two will give us these two lines. And then for these two lines, we need two print statements. So let's put that print. And then, so here you want the name, right? So let's just put the whole thing. Alex, you are 24 years old. Okay, so this is the actual complete print statement. So what happens if you put this just like this? Let's run the code and see, okay? I'm not going to the last part of the print statement yet, but let's see what happens so far. So it's asking us to enter the name. So let's just give Alex and enter your age, 24. And it says, Alex, you're 24 years old. However, is it really working according to what we want it to work? Let's check with another name. So let's put Peter. Age is 32. You notice now your print statement still gives me Alex and 24 years old. Why? Because we have hard coded it into this quotation mark. So whatever you put within quotation marks in a print statement is going to just be printed as it is. If you want the flexibility to change the name according to the user's input, then we know that the user's input is being stored in this variable called name. So instead of Alex, at this point, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put name. So what I'm doing here, instead of Alex, I'm replacing it with the variable name. So whatever input the user gives will be stored in this place name. And when I put name here, whatever value is stored in name will be retrieved and used here, substituted here. So it will still say Alex here, if it's Alex or Peter, whatever it is. And then you are 24. Again, 24 is something we want to get from the variable that the user gives. It's not a fixed value. So we're going to put a quotation mark, comma, age, years old. So what happens now is when you run this code, if I give Peter 32, I will get the output which is appropriate. So it will take the name from what the user has given, take the age from what the user has given. Okay, so that fixes our first output. Now the second output says you were born in 1996. So how do you calculate the birth year? So it's just a basic math, right? So let's put in the print statement first. You were born in, and then at this point we want the calculation, and then we want to end with the exclamation, so I'm just putting it as a separate one. So now in this space, this is where I'm going to do my calculation. So now it's 2020 minus the age will give me the year that they were born in. So let's run this code again. Peter 32 was born in 1988. So let's take the same example as in the question so we know that it's working. So I'm just going to say Alex 24, and he was born in 1996. So now you see we have fixed both the outputs according to what the question is asking us. So that's how you answer question number 2. So break down the question, look, split it out into the inputs and outputs that are required. And so usually any programming language always has 3 parts, right? You always have the inputs, and then the process of the calculation, and then the output. So it's very important for you to start thinking like that and break down the questions into what has been given, what needs to be, what is the output that you're looking for, and what needs to be done in order for you to get that output. Okay, so that's question number 2. I'll see you in the next video.